a gathering of thinkers, policymakers and corporate honchos from around the world.
I think it's timely that we look again at the basic questions about what makes good boards operate effectively and what makes good companies operate effectively.
I think the timing is right, the government is right, and the government has the right mindset that they want to attract foreign investment, and who better than your neighbors? So we believe that we are the right partners for India.
The Institute of Directors held its 25th World Congress at the Maidan Hotel in Dubai from 20th to 22nd April, called the Dubai Global Convention 2015. This conference was organized to discuss and deliberate on the theme Leadership for Business Excellence and Innovation.
This is our third conference in Dubai. We found a lot of Indian population who want to keep updated, who want to meet Indian businessmen and people from there, so that Indo-UAE business trade can improve, our own people will benefit.
New leadership and innovation which really gets into the current activities which are happening in India. And innovation is the key for us to move into the future.
We have a great opportunity here as we look at ways for us to make sure that the brand that we build does not dilute.
Packed with engaging plenary sessions, the Dubai Global Convention 2015 saw eminent speakers exchange views on business excellence and innovation.
It's a great pleasure for me as President of the Institute of Directors India to welcome you all for this Dubai Global Convention based on leadership for business excellence and innovation. Now, actually, business excellence and innovation covers nearly all that a corporate needs to do for anything. I'm very glad that not only in India, where they have declared a decade of innovation. Innovation is being progressed in India and in other developing countries. And we're so happy that in UAE and especially in Dubai, the innovation has been given great importance, which is why it has really come up to the standards and is really moving up in those standards. And I'm sure we will all learn from each other's experiences.
Thank you, General Ahluwalia. So I now request His Excellency Ahmad Mehboob Musabi, Director General, Dubai Customs, UAE, to please deliver his special address.
There is a crucial need to incorporate within our organization mentality towards innovations, engaging everyone's creativity based on a positive innovation management that encourages teamwork and collaboration. In addition, effective partnership is a key, including between the government, community and business sectors, but also across borders. Finally, it is imperative that we as a government and private organization continue to do all we can to make innovations and excellence a daily practice within our business and work together to achieve sustainable growth and public happiness.
Thank you, Your Excellency. It's now my privilege to request Dr. R. Sitaraman, Group Chief Executive Officer, Doha Bank, Qatar, to please deliver his special address. Dr. Sitaraman.
We have seen in the last 8 months, India has procured more than 25% growth into foreign direct investments. The Gulf states have to realign in substance to make sure investments goes to India as well. This is the time where the sovereign funds can substitute their trade or investments in a larger prospects of supporting the infrastructure creation. That's the need of the hour. I'm sure the governing leadership in terms of global economics understands the dynamics of changing India, changing dynamics in the region. And we build this partnership to promote bilateral values in terms of trade, investment, banking and finance. That is a formidable mission. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
My pleasure now to request His Lordship, the Honorable Justice Dr. Arijit Pasayat, Co-Chairman, Institute of Directors, India, and the former distinguished Judge of the Supreme Court of India, to please deliver his chairman address. Honorable Justice Prasad.
In a social context, innovation helps create new methods for alliance creation, joint venturing, flexible work hours, and creation of buyers' purchasing power. Innovation ultimately must be something which should be useful to the society. Your innovations should be focused on bringing about a healthy economic society where you have a right to say that I am living in a well-being society which is intended to be for the global good. Thank you, gentlemen.
I now request His Excellency Mr. T.P. Sitaram of the Indian Foreign Service, who is our distinguished Indian ambassador to UAE, to kindly deliver his inaugural address.
Excellence and innovation are the hallmarks of UAE. So Dubai and UAE has converted itself into a global hub. And also I notice, as the Ambassador of India, that there is far more investment here from India, a resource-scarce country, than the investment from UAE into India, when UAE is sitting on one of the largest sovereign funds in the world. This is something I think that we should correct, and there is tremendous goodwill for India here in UAE. And it is necessary now to transform that goodwill, to take our relationship to a new level, to a new kind of partnership that will be mutually beneficial.
Carrying forward our national initiative, the Institute of Directors also held a Make in India plenary session to project India as a favorable destination for investment.
Now we're going to invite somebody to come and speak to us who has considerable experience and understanding of the kinds of issues that are confronting the growth of the Indian and UAE relationship. And that is our guest of honour, His Excellency Anurag Bhushan. If you'd like to take the stage, sir.
We have a government that has decided to make development a mass movement. Even Make in India has now become a movement for all of us. When we dream, we have to look no further than the country we are in. Look at UAE. Look at Dubai. In 1950s, there was not a single building with 3 stories. And now, at least I can name 15 towers here which are of world standard and among the highest. This is where the visionary leadership, entrepreneurial spirit, daredevil attitude comes together to leverage the natural advantages that countries have. My reason for doing this Make in India here was to show you this country, to showcase you. It is only few miles away. It is only few hours of flight away. And yet, how far it has gone. From a country where Indian currency used to run, now we find that Indians come here to do business. Can we not create a similar place in India? We can create. The idea is to capture the moment and not let it go. Let us work for a beautiful India, for a prosperous India, and for a developed India. That is my message to all of you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
We're now going to hear from a representative of probably one of the more important sectors that's going to be contributing to the growth of the relationship between India and the Emirates, and that is the banking and financial sector. And so I'm going to invite Ranjan Dahwan to step forward, who's the Managing Director and CEO of the Bank of Baroda, India's international bank.
Let me take a little different tack. Let me give you some very hard-headed reasons why you could invest. I don't say you should. Why you could invest in India. India is a host to a huge number of businesses. Why do so many huge global multinational corporations prefer to do business in India? If there is demand As a banker, I find supply always happens. Now, for example, it's very difficult to get hold and takes very long time to form a company. Ladies and gentlemen, I know several chartered accountants who have a whole stable. I met a chap the other day who says, I have 10 companies. You want a company 1 year old, you want a company 2 years old, you want a company with an income tax record of 3 years old, you buy it off the shelf. So this is the innovation that is present in the country. Therefore, the development of the Indian economy, whatever be the failings of the state of India, have created an ecosystem of facilitators. If we take the stock index as a proxy for the market and a proxy for the returns that you will get, the returns that you have got in the Indian market are huge. They are phenomenal. I doubt if there are many more markets in the world which can deliver such terrific returns. We are entering an era where it might grow at 7% plus. We assume that it grows at 7%. Where does that leave us? 7% growth, the average inflation of about 5% means about 12-13% nominal growth. Ladies and gentlemen, a 12-13% nominal growth usually means 20% increase in the bottom line. Nowhere in the world are you going to get a 20% increase year after year after year in the bottom line. If we have the will to succeed, gentlemen, it is a very rewarding place to do business. As so many multinationals have found out, they have made tons of money. I invite you to come to India. Thank you.
India had really got the leaders of India to come here to Dubai to speak. And many of the talk has been really informative and certainly inspiring.
This place, I think, because of the dynamism of the leadership, has really set the example of what can be done if your heart is put in the betterment of the overall country.
When dealing with issues related to governance, when dealing with issues related to innovation, inclusion, ensuring that you have inclusion while growing, all these are today very accurate themes.
On the other side of the break, we bring you the presentation of the prestigious Golden Peacock Awards.
Star Health Insurance, on the day of completing 9 years, sincerely thank customers, agents, IRDA and network hospitals who stand with us in our growth. Always at your service. Star Health Insurance, the health insurance specialist.
Analysis and trends.
In most categories, men are service providers.
A Congress that discussed strategic issues.
Specialist.
Analysis and trends.
In most categories, men are service providers.
A Congress that discussed strategic issues faced by the retail industry.
E-retailing is becoming big, but traditional retail remains.
And accolades for the finest retailers and brands in the country.
We are going to honor some of the outstanding performers of the last year.
Watch all the exciting action from Indian Retail Congress and Awards this weekend on Times Now.
Box Zero, open for fun.
9 मिनट हो गए।
इंडिया का सबसे तेज गुड नाइट एक्सप्रेस सिस्टम ऑन करते ही सिर्फ 9 मिनट में इसका एक्सप्रेस ब्लास्ट मच्छर भगाए सुपर फास्ट।
सलमान टेस्ट लेके देखो, मच्छर नहीं काटेंगे।
I'll tell you what I like, long road and the sun.
Renology, take your world with you.
आप जानते हैं मैं जो भी बनाता हूँ उसमें आपकी सेहत और स्वाद दोनों का ख्याल रखता हूँ। पर पॉलिश दाल को ये चमक पाने के लिए पानी, तेल और लेदर की मार से गुजरना पड़ता है, जिससे उसकी सेहत की परत निकल जाती है। टाटा आई शक्ति अनपॉलिश दाल चमकती नहीं है, लेकिन इसके प्रोटीन्स आपकी सेहत को चमका देंगे। टाटा आई शक्ति अनपॉलिश दाल।
The need for innovation, creativity and excellence were not only discussed but also rewarded at the Dubai Global Convention 2015.
We have to honour a number of people today.
The Institute of Directors honoured companies and organizations with what is regarded as a benchmark in corporate excellence, the Golden Peacock Awards.
I am delighted to be among such an impressive assembly of successful leaders. India must be proud of you. I take great pleasure in inaugurating the Dubai Global Convention 2015 at a perfect location for serious discussions of innovations, creativity and excellence. Dubai and the United Arab Emirates have thrived on those qualities. It is no exaggeration to say that our nation's founder, the late Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, innovated our nation. For over 43 years, the United Arab Emirates has welcomed creativity and innovation as engines for propelling us towards excellence. This year of innovation in the UAE coincides with the 25th anniversary of the Institute of Directors. That happy coincidence emphasized our shared concern for excellence. The excellence that you recognize today with the Golden Peacock Awards is precisely the kind of excellence that we continually seek.
Your Highness, thank you very much for those words. We have to honour a number of people today who have risen to the challenge already and in their own particular communities. The very first of the awards which we're going to be presenting this morning is one of the IOD's distinguished fellowships. And I'd like to invite His Excellency Saeed Mohammed Al Taya, the Managing Director and CEO of Dubai's Electricity and Water Authority, to step forward and receive his award. The recipients of the Golden Peacock National Quality Award, which are two companies, are JK Tyre and Industries, Oil and Natural Gas Corporation's Uran plant, and Delhi International Airport.
This is really encouraging for us, and the quality service we provide at the airport is being recognized by this body. Really encouraging for us and to do much more good things in the airport.
Can I ask the recipients of the Golden Peacock National Training Award to step forward? They are Mahindra and Mahindra's automotive section. ACC-ACL Leadership's Academy. The Rashitra Chemicals and Fertilizers Limited. The Centre for Research and International Staff Performance in Bhopal. Kotak's Mahindra Old Mutual Life Insurance. The Hewlett-Packard Global Soft Private Company. Tata Consultancy Services. Can I ask the recipients of the Innovative Product and Service Award to step forward? That's Tata Motors. The Global India International School from Singapore. The Mazagon Dock Limited from Mumbai. ICICI Bank Limited from Mumbai. HDFC Standard Life Insurance. Max Bupa Health Insurance. Tech Mahindra Limited. More the Singareni Collieries. A Hindustan Petrochemical Company. And the Airports Authority of India. The Airports Authority of India's Air Navigation Services is the final recipient of the Innovative Product and Service Golden Peacock Awards.
We were recognized for innovation in IT. We have just won a Golden Peacock Award for 3D on mobile phones.
Today we are celebrating getting innovation in schools, getting innovation in curriculums, and getting young children from 5 years to 10 years of age to be aware of what innovations is.
If I could ask the recipients of the Business Excellence Awards, which are Canara Bank, Lenovo India, World Security from Dubai, and the Mumbai International Airport. Can we give a round of applause to all of the award winners? Thank you very much.
Certainly we are very happy, we are delighted to get this award, and it is a recognition of our effort which we have made during last 9-10 years.
The response for this particular conference was really very good, and many people are interested that larger trade and larger businesses between India and UAE and Dubai should really improve.
2015 is the year of innovation for the UAE government. So this is a very important conference and a very good platform for gathering and to know more about innovation, creativity, and especially the partnership between the public and private sector in this regard.